Hi everyone, it's CDLE. Welcome to Live Wire, our podcast where we are building community across our agency. There's so much great work happening in CDLE's divisions, offices, and affinity groups, and this is where we'll be showcasing the impact each of you have on Coloradans we serve. This podcast series is brought to you by the creative team in the Office of Government Policy and Public Relations with our host, Deputy Executive Director and Chief Communications Officer, Ms. Cher Haavind.
Hey everyone, you're going to see something different in Livewire today, which is multiple guests, not one, not two, but 3 guests. I'm so excited. I'll intro my lovely colleagues here in a minute. It's Workforce Development Month for September. This is a really important time of year for the department because, as everyone knows, our whole goal is to keep Colorado working. And we do that by connecting people to jobs and skills and training and upskilling and reskilling. We help employers build out their workforce. And of course, we administer a whole host of benefit programs to help people when they are injured on the job, starting a family, or may find themselves out of work. So September is really important for us. It's Working Parents Day, something we've actually not celebrated here at the department. And I'm so excited not only to recognize it and celebrate it, but recognize 3 wonderful women I have working along with me in government policy and public relations. So without further ado, we have Hannah Matthys. Folks may know Hannah. She helps the department embrace a culture of inclusivity and belonging and connectedness. She helped to start our One CDLE groups. So thank you for all you do, Hannah. We love having you here. And we want to get into your role as a working parent. And all that you do is really felt by everyone across the department. So thank you. We have Tracy Hager. Tracy is the Unemployment Insurance Communications Manager. Welcome.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, never a dull moment in your world. No, sure. Yeah. Thanks for being here. And then Jessica Smith, who actually, I think, joined CDLE around the same time as Tracy at a time where we were only known for unemployment insurance. Jessica Smith, hi.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Public Information Officer. Jessica's usually on that side of the camera. So this is challenging for her today because she'd rather be over there.
Yes, I love being behind the scenes.
No, you're here. You are here, and I am just so excited to have you 3 here. You really, I love working with each of you. You bring so much to not just GPPR, but the entire department. And I think if folks don't know, I think the work that you 3 do actually touches almost everything we do as an agency. And you should be very proud of all that you do. You should also be very proud of what you do as working moms. And so we'll get into that. I am a mom, but I'm a dog mom. And this is Ella. And this is Ruby, Tracy's daughter.
Girl.
So I want to say I'm a hardworking parent. I am, but of a dog. So this is a different space. And so I just want to get into it and talk a little bit about, and I'll start with Tracy. What's the most challenging part of being a working parent?
Oh, besides the tiredness and the sickness, there's a lot of guilt involved with leaving your little one behind every day and sending them off into a great big world that can feel very scary sometimes. And not being able to protect them from everything. There's a lot of, I think, release that has to happen and faith in your community. But yeah, I think, just the world feels very scary right now for a lot of different reasons. So I think just, sending a little one off into the big world, it really feels like the hardest part for me, at least.
Yeah. And Ruby is 4.
Ruby's 3. She's almost 4.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 3.
She's a fiery redhead for sure.
Yes, she is.
So we love Ruby. Hannah, same question for you. What's the most challenging part of being a working mom?
That response about like sending them into the world really hit. Like that's so real. And I think, especially thinking of today, it's the scheduling. It's like daycare's closed are done at like 3:30, and mine doesn't start until 8. And so we are constantly playing Jenga in my house on top of okay, I got to quick make lunches. Okay, do you have the right food for the right day and the right clothes for whether you have art or Spanish class? So I think right now in this phase, that's the hardest thing.
Yeah. And you have 2 children.
Yep. Carrie, who is 4.5, and Riley, who is 2.5. And so you've probably seen them at Juneteenth and Pride and things like that.
Yeah, they're darling. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, I can barely provide for myself after a long, long, exhausting day at work. And I think about what you all go home to, and it's, a messy playroom, and then dinner, and then story time, and then bedtime and bath time. I mean, it's tiring just thinking about it. What about you, Jessica?
Yeah, definitely the scheduling that hits close. And the guilt, Tracy mentioned guilt. It's very scary sending them out into the world, but guilt for me, I was thinking of, I'm very lucky that my husband gets to stay home with them during the day, and then he works at night, and then I take the night shift. So we kind of have a shift parenting role in our household. But especially in the summertime, he would take them to do fun things and like send me pictures while I'm working, which I cherish because I like to see that. But then also I'm like, I wish I was there. Like, I want to go to, Golden State Park and feed the fish with you. Like, that's so fun. But we're also very lucky that we have that differing schedules. So he gets more time with them in the day, I get more time with them at night, but still the scheduling in terms of kindergarten and drop off and pick up and just making it work with everything.
Yeah,
it's hard. That's really hard.
A similar situation with the kind of shift parenting, and I am thankful for it in a lot of ways, but it's also super challenging because you never get time off. You work all day and then you're on all night, and you're not single parenting, but you're solo parenting.
Sure.
And that's, there's never that break. So you just have to keep it up all the time. Yeah. And off script here, but Mia just started kindergarten this year. She had a darling Cher Horowitz tweed outfit on, which was amazing. And you do have very supportive partners. I don't know your partner, but I do know yours. And I think that's so lucky. And I do want to give a shout out to the single working parents. I don't know how they do it. The single dads and the single moms and the grandparents who are stepping in. It is so much. So definitely it takes a village to make sure that you are raising these little ones in an environment where you're protecting them from the scary and also just, kind of letting them fly. Yeah. Going to kindergarten.
Yeah. It's definitely a delicate balance because you're like, oh no, I want to keep you close, but also go for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Fun.
Did you cry on the first day of kindergarten?
I held it together until I walked out of her classroom, and that's when I got very emotional because she was just ready to go at her little table and couldn't care less that I was leaving. I was like, okay,
remember me?
I'm the mom. Yeah.
So especially since the pandemic, there's been some kind of stories around moms leaving the workforce, maybe to go back and care for kids, and just a lot of responsibilities. So, we want to pride ourselves at CDLE as a model employer, and I think we do a really great job with our flex work schedules and accommodating just busy lives. But what would you say are the things that employers can do to help accommodate working moms? And I'll send it to Jessica.
I think just maintaining that flexibility and overall understanding that, most pickup is between 2:30 and 3. So I might have to step away during that time to facilitate the transition of this childcare to this childcare or what have you. Same thing with mornings in terms of drop off. And the other thing too that I think is difficult is just when your kids are sick, it's so hard. And so having that flexibility, be like, okay, I'm going to have to work from home today because I have to be with them. And you're trying to be two people to two different worlds at one time. And it's so hard. So just having employers that recognize that and are open to that flexibility and maintaining that flexibility. I'll also say I feel so lucky that we live in a state that has universal pre-K, full day daycare.
Shout out to the governor.
Yes, thank you for that. Any way we can make that more accessible to more families, and even full day pre-K would be helpful. So you don't have that 3-hour window of okay, now who's going to pick her up when? I think would be super helpful to everybody.
Yeah, Tracy, what do you think?
I second everything Jessica said. I also feel super thankful to live in a state that has pushed progressive policies that support working moms and dads.
Yeah.
I agree. Universal pre-K could be expanded, but also, maybe daycare subsidies for working parents. Personally, for me, the flexibility has been amazing. Like, I don't know how people do it without flexibility, honestly. All of our family is back east, so we don't really have like a huge support network here to be able to help with things like pickup and drop off. And so having supportive bosses and an organization that believes in flexibility, I think is key.
Yeah. Yeah. Because parenting doesn't just happen after 5.
Yep.
And there are things like, unexpected illness and, it's teacher, whatever, appreciation, everybody stay home day or what. That's a lot. And so, yeah, it's important to be flexible. What do you think, Hannah?
Yeah, completely. Oh, I'm thinking about all of the things that you've said and the systems and structures that make it possible to do this is huge. I don't know what I would do without some of those systems and structures in place. But apart from that, on like the more personal side, I would say being able to work from home. And even if it's not every day, having the opportunity to be like, okay, I will make dinner this night because I don't have to commute is huge. And then, as you had mentioned, like supervisors, like knowing that you support me having a family and it's not just, I expect you in at this time and this time, but that flexibility and just knowing that you truly support it versus I feel like some people are like, I'm going to support it because the law says I have to, but to know that there's that support and that interest is really important for me because I don't feel like I'm constantly failing. So
yeah, and you're the opposite. You are excelling in what can be incredibly tense. I mean, our jobs collectively, your job, all of our jobs are moments of high stress, high reward, high success, and just really having to pivot and be agile and be flexible and be all of the things for moms and dads. It's a challenge. Well, I appreciate the three of you so much. You are a younger generation than me a little bit, I think. And it was not in the cards for me to be a mom. I've been lots of fur baby moms. But I respect the working parent, all that they contribute to the workforce and raising just amazing families in Colorado. And so I thank you. Happy Working Parents Day. Yay. And now the part you're all really excited about.
We were talking about that.
We're going to do some rapid fire. Okay, here we go with some rapid fire. And just so everyone knows, they don't know not only what I'm asking, but who's going to answer which question. So this is truly like rapid fire. Okay. Okay. Last Google search, Jessica.
Oh gosh. I feel like it was when all of the even younger generation in our group chat was, what was it? It was a phrase. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Oh,
and so we had to Google it.
Yes. What was the phrase? Rat.
No cap.
No cap.
Like, no joke? Is it no cap? So we had to look it up on Google. It's very uncool of me.
That made me feel good because I am the elder in the room, and when you don't know what something means, it was gratifying. Did you know no cap?
No.
Okay.
No, I do.
Well, we'll put it in the footer of the fade out. Okay. First celebrity crush, Tracy.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Oh,
not
an older face.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not that far.
Let's see. Stale Sour Patch Kids or fresh Circus Peanuts? Hannah.
Circus Peanuts, Sour Patches, too sour.
Too much. Okay. Let's see. Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is Jessica.
A showgirl. Very exciting rock concert.
Yes. Let's see. What's something you could eat for a week straight? Hannah.
Pizza.
Okay. Let's see. Our dog's people. Tracy.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I have two kids. One's a fur baby.
Okay. Let's see. Guilty pleasure. Jessica.
Now that we're talking about dogs,
Swift.
I'll stray from Taylor Swift, but there's a whole series on Instagram of dogs hosting podcasts, and I will just go down in the weeds of these dogs. It's generated by AI, obviously, but they tell jokes and the dogs are laughing, and it's so funny, and I could just watch that all night long.
That is pretty good.
It's funny.
Okay. Let's see. If Voldemort offered you a hug, would you accept? Tracy.
Sure. He could probably use one.
Last Halloween costume. Hannah.
I was, oh my gosh. Oh, I was a shark attack. So I was like the top, not just a shark person. And then the bottom was like this onesie where there was like a shark mouth. So it was like,
Oh, good.
it was like,
That's a job one.
it was great.
Let's see. Have you ever worn socks with sandals? Tracy.
Oh, this is my husband does this all the time and I yell at him. Absolutely not.
That's kind of a husband thing. Let's see. We're almost done. Climb a mountain or jump from a plane? Jessica.
Oh my gosh, climb a mountain. I could never jump from a plane. No.
Same. Okay, last one. Would you rather wake up to an air horn blowing in your ear every day or wake up and have to run 4 miles every day? Hannah.
Ooh, I would love to be forced to run 4 miles.
Okay. So the air horn seems fairly disruptive to being a working parent.
Yes, thanks.
Can we air horn our kids? Maybe.
Needs to get out the door.
Well, that is a wrap. So good job.
Good job. That was so fun.
And good job to our production crew. I wish we could turn the cameras on you. There's only 2 in here, but we had like the whole GPPR team here at 7:30 on a weekday to set up. Good job. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Happy Workforce Development Month. Happy Working Parents Day. And we'll see everyone next time.